Each generation has its own approach and perspective on money and personal financial expenditures. So it's been a long time since the days when young people used to work a stable job from start to finish, only to save every penny and wait for the day to receive meager retirement benefits from companies. Among today's young people, many believe that the most outdated idea in life is the familiar life journey, including a series of actions such as going to school, searching for a job, working diligently, saving money, and getting out of debt. If you've ever read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you might know that the rich father in the book refused to pay a salary to Kiyosaki because he believed that a salary is one of the things that harm a person's life. And when someone receives a salary, they become a laborer, which ingrains this mindset. The gap between the 1% and the 99% is substantial, and the divide between the rich and the poor is not just based on financial measures, but more than that. It is a measure of mindset and lifestyle. To see this clear difference, Stoic philosophy advises us not to focus too much on financial matters, but to step back and see a broader and more general picture of life. There is a harsh truth that I must reveal to you, that if we live in an environment where the financial and intellectual levels of those around us are only at an average level, then we will be taught to go to school, taught to find a job and get paid, but we won't be taught how to get rich. That's why the rich father in Kiyosaki's work, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, refused to pay him. This is also what drove his poor father, a PhD graduate from Stanford, Chicago, and Northwestern universities, with all his academic excellence, to become the head of the Hawaii Department of Education, which drove him crazy, because his poor father believed that if someone works for us, we must pay them. So, in your opinion, who among Kiyosaki's two fathers is right? For me, neither of them is wrong. They just have different perspectives, different mindsets, and different viewpoints. In this work, Kiyosaki also affirms that his rich father never said that someone receiving a salary is bad. He just didn't want to become a slave to money. There are many different mindsets between the rich and the poor. So, if you decide that you want to become wealthy, then sit down and watch this video with us. Because here, we will embark on a journey to explore wealth and the human mindset together. First, let me ask you a question. Do you know T. Harv Eker? He is the author of the best-selling book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So have you ever wondered why wealth-building books receive so much attention?
The important reason is that it doesn't teach readers how to use investment strategies to make money. Instead, it teaches you how to change the core of what comes from within yourself. When you change your thinking, your behaviors will naturally change, ultimately leading to wealth.
And here are the different mindsets between the rich and the poor that this millionaire points out. If you have decided to become wealthy, you need to change these mindsets right away. There is a saying I often hear, which is, "A small action is always better than a big plan." Stoic philosophy asserts that we all know what can make us happier, successful, and happier in life. However, the crucial issue is that we do not do those things. Many people believe that knowledge is power, but I disagree with that. To me, knowledge is only latent power, and it is only through action that it becomes real power. In today's real life, most people cannot achieve what they want because they do not take action. However, the few who are rich understand their goals and are always ready to accomplish them. They will never be swayed by others' words or external factors. They live, work, and take action to become wealthier. Wanting doesn't necessarily lead to having, but wanting without achievement will only lead to more desire. Taking action is the only way to achieve what you want, such as working more, learning more, sacrificing time to spend with family and friends. Not everyone can accept sacrifices, but the wealthy are those who have prepared meticulously and are willing to make these sacrifices to become wealthy. We must understand that not necessarily every wealthy person possesses higher intelligence than the poor. Sometimes what determines one's wealth or poverty lies in how they act. Besides, there is another factor that holds decision-making power, and that is the difference in financial management habits between the rich and the poor. Therefore, you must develop the habit and ability to manage small amounts of money to have the opportunity to earn large sums. Harvard suggests opening a separate bank account so that every time you receive money, you put 10% of that amount into that account and only use it for investment and income generation purposes or for use after retirement. Even if you don't have much money, you can start with a very small amount. Furthermore, you can also create a financial freedom fund and make it a habit to put a little money into it every day and focus all your efforts on achieving financial freedom goals. The key is to turn this into a habit. Harvard explains, one of the great secrets of money management is to balance it, to not disrupt the results of long-term hard work. After deducting the above funds, the remaining income should be divided into 4 accounts. 10% for long-term savings, 10% for education, 50% for living expenses, and 10% for contingencies. This is how the rich manage their money. They don't put everything in one place because doing so makes it difficult to control our spending. Learning the rich's financial mindset means taking the first steps on the path to success. To initiate changes in the external economy, Stoic philosophy advises us to focus on changing our internal economic mindset. Life is a continuous series of events and decisions. We can't fully control everything happening around us, but we have the ability to create change in our own lives. If we change, the world around you can change as well. Another factor that determines a person's wealth or poverty is their perspective. Wealthy individuals can see both good and bad aspects of the current economy, but neither affects them significantly because they know they can become wealthy at any time. However, for poor individuals, they only see a bad economy because they don't know how to make money in any economic situation. Middle-class individuals have a middle-class economic mindset. They desire a nice home, a stable income, and a car. For them, this is a stable life. However, when they lose their job, it's a catastrophe for them. But for a wealthy person, for an entrepreneur, their job has never been stable, and they don't devote their entire mindset to a single job, so it doesn't significantly affect them. The lesson here is that you should prepare at least 2 plans for yourself. Then you will see that the economy is no longer bad because, as we have analyzed, if you think the economy is bad, it's not the actual situation. It's just that your personal economy is bad. Another mindset I've noticed that marks a significant difference between the rich and the poor is the mindset of using money to make more money versus using effort to make money. If you believe that those who always seek employment are the wealthy, I can confidently tell you that this is entirely wrong. The goal of the wealthy is to achieve financial freedom as soon as possible, enabling them to enjoy the life they desire, reduce pressure, and dependency on work or money. So, those who constantly seek employment are not wealthy. Instead, I can say that they carry a poor mindset, because they don't know how to make money work for them. Instead, they are always misled and controlled by money. The goal of using money to make more money, as entrepreneurs achieve, can be attained through passive income, simply understood as income that can provide benefits without active involvement, such as interest and profits after investing money. Poor people choose instant, rich people choose long-term, Harf points out. Both rich and poor individuals have the mindset of saving money, but there is a crucial difference in how they approach it. The poor tend to save money diligently and accumulate it, whereas the rich save to build capital and invest it to make more money. This is the distinction between the rich and the poor. The poor see $1 as $1 and spend it on immediate desires, while the rich view every dollar as a seed, and by planting it, they can yield $100. So every dollar you spend today is equivalent to spending hundreds of dollars in the future. Before deciding to purchase an appealing item, keep the goal of financial freedom in mind to prevent impulsive spending. Lastly, I want to remind all of you, my viewers, that in our actions, behaviors, and words, there is always the power of change hidden within us. Starting with ourselves, we can spread positivity and influence others. Today, when we talk about success, many think of seeking honest, transparent, kind, and ethical mentors. These mentors cannot be bought and always inspire others, encouraging them to learn, grow, and make life better every day. However, the crucial thing to remember is that each of us has the ability and power to become such individuals. Why not apply this power to change the world, starting from within ourselves, without relying on any specific individual? So every day, remind yourself that each of us can make the world a better place, one step at a time. And the first step is to begin with yourself. Through today's video, we have explored wealth and the human mindset together. If you find the content we've shared valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue the journey with us in the future. Thank you for watching our video, and we look forward to seeing you in future videos.